Carlos Alcaraz stood tall on the red clay of Roland Garros, lifting his fifth Grand Slam trophy, not just as a champion but as a statement of intent. At only 22 years old, he had just overcome Jannik Sinner in an electrifying French Open final that sent shockwaves through the tennis world. The message was clear: this wasn't just another tournament win, it was another giant step toward the legacy of legends. And legends, for Alcaraz, are more than just idols. They're the measuring stick. He doesn't shy away from saying it. He wants to chase them: Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic. The immortal trio. The Big Three. The gatekeepers of tennis greatness. 20 Grand Slam titles or more. Records that once seemed untouchable. But Carlos is touching them. Slowly. Ambitiously. Fearlessly. In a recent interview, Alcaraz made no attempt to downplay his mindset. "Obviously, I keep thinking about Nadal's 24 Grand Slams, that's clear," he said, with the honesty of a man who sees no ceiling. That mindset has been documented in full view, especially in the recent Netflix special chronicling his rise from the tennis courts of El Palmar to the center court of global stardom. It's a story of drive, of obsession, of hard work that starts before dawn and continues long after the lights fade. And it's not just him, it's his team, his family, his mentors. A whole circle pushing him to dream beyond limits. His victories aren't just personal triumphs, they're carefully laid bricks in a cathedral he's building. A cathedral of greatness. After the French Open final, tennis figures around the world offered praise. But perhaps the most telling endorsement came from someone deeply embedded in the legacy of tennis itself: Toni Nadal, the uncle and longtime coach of Rafael Nadal. Toni has seen greatness up close. He shaped it. He built it with Rafa, tournament by tournament, year after year. And now, he sees something similar in Carlos. He spoke with clarity and confidence when asked about Alcaraz. He has the game. He has the mentality. If injuries respect him, he will be one of the greatest. Maybe even matching or surpassing the Big Three. That kind of praise doesn't come easy. Especially from someone whose family has redefined the sport. And Toni isn't the only one who sees it. Analysts are now pulling out the calculators. Fans are whispering in the stands. How far can Alcaraz go? He already has a Wimbledon, a US Open, now Roland Garros, each on a different surface. He's not just winning, he's showing versatility, maturity, and ability to rise in the biggest moments. And perhaps most importantly, he's showing no fear. He talks about Djokovic's 24 titles not as a fantasy, but as a career goal. "It is something that is inevitable to think about," he says. "I am very competitive and that is also what drives me to the highest level." The hunger is palpable. The ambition, undeniable. It's in his eyes when he walks onto the court. It's in his voice when he speaks post-match. It's in his fist pumps, his sliding forehands, his refusal to fold under pressure. He's not just playing to win tournaments, he's playing to rewrite history. The tennis world, still adjusting to the gradual fade of the Big Three era, now finds itself looking at Alcaraz not as a hopeful, but as the heir. Sinner is there too. So is Rune. So are a host of other names. The ATP isn't short of talent. But Alcaraz, he's something different. His name already sits beside legends in record books. Youngest ever to win multiple majors. Fastest to reach 5 titles since Federer. And now, the youngest to have the Big Three in his crosshairs, with a legitimate chance to catch them. He understands the gravity. But he embraces it. "I dream big," he says. And when he says it, you believe him. Because he's not bluffing. He's not hyping himself. He's simply stating a fact. The numbers will take care of themselves over time. But the mindset, that's already in place. Djokovic has spoken highly of him. So has Nadal. Federer, usually quiet, has even expressed admiration. They know the torch has to pass eventually. And Alcaraz, with each Grand Slam, is inching closer to grasping it. It's no longer a question of talent. That's evident. It's a question of time, of durability, of staying healthy, of maintaining focus through the next decade. And if that happens, if the stars align, we might just witness something extraordinary. A new era. Not just post-Big Three, but an era where the impossible becomes possible again. Where 20-plus Grand Slams doesn't feel like a historical quirk, but a modern challenge. Where Carlos Alcaraz doesn't just chase ghosts, he joins them. maybe even outruns them. Because when you dream big, and back it up with greatness, anything is possible. And the journey is just getting started.